Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. It starts today, Tuesday, July the 1st. It goes to next Tuesday, July the 8th, 2025. Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. Different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas to play. If your brand's breaking a new player to the game, you're a returning player. Even if you're an experienced player, this particular daily, weekly challenge is giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciate. Now, if you do wonder why I have more score than you, take a look at the top right-hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right out of the current Season 21 Season Pass on 3 pages. A 5%, 10%, additional 10%. And you can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. I forgot to use my score booster drink because how it is Tuesday, we have these fresh set of weeklies here, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and use a score booster drink, which is going to give us an extra 25% of what we have already for 24 hours. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, if you ever use a score booster drink and you don't see your score increasing, there's nothing wrong with the game. All you do is you back out. You're going to go back into it again. You'll see it pop up there, just like your dailies will pop up. Your weeklies will pop up, so they're up to 1,500 each. So that's pretty awesome. Of course, this is the start of Graham's Meat Week at Primal Cuts, or just an FYI. We do have one here, Graham's Meat Cook, which happens every hour on top of the hour. Now, the Primal Cuts will happen there. I believe it's like every 15-20 minutes. But they just finished up here, but that's fine. If you're looking at how to do Primal Cuts and Graham's Meat Cook, I did make a video about a year and a half ago. It is all time-stamped. You can check out that videos out if you so wish. Now, we did do our daily challenge video. We actually did Graham's Meat Cook and Primal Cuts during that video just before this one. You can check that out, but hopefully we'll be able to go through it again. Alright, let's go and see what we got to do here in the meantime before we're on top of the hour. Okay. Craft any Flair at a Tinkerer's Bench 3. So there are a couple of ways to get flares here in the game. You can buy a flare from the Atomic Shop. You can be rewarded a flare plant from completing certain events here in the game. So let's take a look at that. I think currently right now there's only 2 events that will kind of drop a flare plan. One's over here at the Middle Mountain Pit Stop. It's called Safe and Sound. And down here at the Sacramento Glade, if I can find it here, yeah, right up here. Sacramento Glade is called Beast of Burden, but there is a chance for a flare plan to drop, and of course the Mothman Equinox event, but that's not happening right now. What you can do is you can go to the Atomic Shop here real quick. Now, if you are a returning player, there is a good chance that you may have a flare already. So let's go down here to apparel. No, not apparel. Yeah, a skin. So let's go down to backpack. And I believe, yeah, right here. So under the backpack section will show the different flares that you've owned. Now, I've never ever bought a flare. I've always been rewarded from previous season passes and scoreboards. So, but you can buy them if you so wish. They do pop up once in a while in the Atomic Shop, usually in bundles. All right. So, FYI on that. So if you do have a backpack flare, all you do is you go to an armor workbench and you go, nope, not that way, sorry. Pardon me. For this daily challenge, we're going to go to the Tinker's Workbench, Jim. Tinker's Workbench, buds. We're going to go craft. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Thinking about Meat Week, eh? That's what it's all about, right, this week. We're going to go down here to the souvenirs section, right here. And slide it over. Now, this is where you craft your flares, craft your beer steins, and your plushies, okay? FYI. So any flare should be fine. So most flares will only cost you plastic, sometimes plastic and steel, but just pick one that doesn't cost a lot of resources. We're going to build 3 of these bad boys. There we go. Craft any flare to Tinkerer's Bench 3 for 3. Done, just like that. Pretty awesome, right at the old Tinker's Workbench. Now, when you craft it that way at the Tinker's Workbench, there's not a whole lot you can do with it. If you try to equip it, you can't equip it. If you try to drop it, it'll destroy itself, so you can't leave it for your friend who maybe doesn't have a recipe, so FYI there. The only thing you can do is if you have a display for flares, let's go to our build menu here. go under display, you do have Flair displays here, like this tree flare, for example. Let's install him. And then all you do is just transfer. You transfer your 3-ball flare over there, perp, like that. And you'll see it kind of dangling there. There's right there. Pretty cool, like. Now, if you're looking to change the flares on your backpack here, that's a totally different way. Okay, it's kind of hard to see because this backpack's pretty big. Here's a flare that you can see in the bottom left-hand corner. That's a totally different way from that. Okay, so let's get rid of this tree here. Okay. So again, where you do that is at the armor workbench. So you go modify/repair. Get down to your backpack, you slide it over. And these two mod slots here, these for your flares. And as you can see how he's changing there in the picture in the background there. Okay. And that's how you would change. And again, that's how you would do that. So let's pick one here. Just like that. That's how you would change it. Okay. So just to give you an idea what that looks like. Right. Just a little kind of add that in for you guys. All right. Let's see what's next. All right. So many options here. Scrap junk to produce steel, 30. So again, steel is a junk item, which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any Tinker's Workbench. We go ahead and go craft here at Tinker's Workbench. We're going to go bulk, go down here to the S section. So to bulk 1 steel, all you need is 2 plastic and 30 steel scrap from your stash of scrap box. You bulk your 1 steel, then you scrap it. Hands down, the fastest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge is the bulk and scrap method. Definitely doesn't work for all junk items, but most junk items it does. We can find steel in many great spots here and around the wasteland. You can go around, kill a bunch of enemies, get their armor, get their weapons, and you can scrap them. It's usually steel in most weapons. Tin cans are a good source of steel as well. And if you disarm can chimes, there are 9 tin cans per can chime, and each tin can gives you 2 steel each, so it's a pretty good spot. So Camden Park, there's about 6 can chimes there. There's 1 down here in Wells Station. There's all kinds of them up here at the Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Right over here at Crevice Dam, Dyer Chemical, and down here in Harper's Ferry are the most popular spots for those can chimes. A bunch of tin cans here at Sunday Brothers Cabin. You just spawn in, you walk up to the main house, but you don't go to the main house. You just kind of stop. There's a little shack on the left-hand side with a cane-to-cane roof. All kinds of tin cans in there as well. So let's pop in there, actually. So no can chimes here, just, who's this guy? Weird. So again, turn our light off here. Of course. That's pretty funny, see that? Alright, so again, don't go to the main house. There's this little shack here with a cane-to-cane roof, as you can see. And there's all kinds of tin cans here, so let's take a look at that real quick. So as you can see, 1 tin can gives us 2 steel and 1 lead. It's a really good spot. So let's pick up all these cans here. Just the ones laying on the floor are pretty good. Here we go. And of course, there'll be a bunch of them up on the shelf. There we go. Hit the wrong button there, Jimmy boy. That should be more than enough right there. And of course, it's a good location for a couple of Nuka-Colas. These are a spawn point for them. Alright, so let's go ahead here. We're going to go back to our camp and scrap these bad boys. You can go to another player's camp down at the mall, anywhere there's a workbench, train station to scrap this stuff. We're just going to go back to our camp just so I can set myself up for that. Yeah, good stuff. Alright, there we go. Go and scrap this stuff up here. Tin cans. 42 of them. As you can see, 2 steel and 1 lead each. There we go. Scrap trying to produce steel, 30 for 30, done, just like that. And again, the bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at if you're shorter on time. Alright, let's see what's next here. Craft or scrap clothing, armor, or a weapon, 25. Okay, so again, we can have a lot of fun in this one, many different ways. Go around, kill a bunch of enemies, grab their weapons and armor. Again, that drop rate has been reduced since this past December 2024 update. Okay, same thing with clothing. We can find clothing just kind of laying around the wasteland. So a couple good spots for clothing actually. One of the best spots just laying around is right up here, Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. It is a pretty good spot there. If you go down where the vendor bot resin is, there's a lot of ski outfits down there. I would say at least 4 or 5. It's a pretty good spot. Now, of course, armor, weapons, there's weapons just laying around. There's a couple down here in Somerville Docks, a couple in around Flatwoods. If you come here to the Somerville Dam, the big suspension bridge, there's a shotgun on either side. The church up here in Helvetia, if you go right up to the steeple there. Yeah, many great spots there of weapons. And again, as I mentioned down here in Welsh during our daily challenge video, again, a lot of them were gone. They weren't there because we were there maybe just a few days ago. I did that little run, so they didn't spawn in for me because I did that run. So just an FYI, there's a couple places you can check. Now for this particular challenge, I recommend just crafting and then building a couple of outfits. Okay, so we have learned the plans for outfits. Basically, from completing events, we get them for free in the atomic shop, etc., etc. So we all should have some sort of capacity to craft clothing here in the game. So of course we do that at an armor workbench. We're going to go craft. We're going to go down here to outfits. And it doesn't really matter what outfit I believe, but I recommend something generic, right? Some are considered costumes, but I think it's just clothing in general, okay? Let's craft a couple of these birthday suits here. And as I said, most clothing will only cost you 5 to craft. So again, let's craft 20 of these guys here. Craft or scrap clothing, there we go, just like that, 20 for 25. And then you can just kind of back out. You go scrap. Go back down here to apparel, and you just scrap these guys. Oh, there we go. There we go, Jim. Going too fast there, bud boy. Just like that. And when you do scrap, you do get half of it back. Keep on hitting that don't scrap button, don't I? There you go, just like that. Just to give you an idea what that looks like, but that is definitely a lot quicker way of getting it done. I think we need to craft 20 of them, but it's okay, Jim. We'll do better next time. Let's see what's next here. While we're here, let's go ahead, drink a tea 5. So we do have a camp resource available to us that passively collects company tea while you play the game. And of course, I'm talking about the company tea machine. This was on the season 15 scoreboard, the very last scoreboard we got. It was available for everyone, and everyone was pretty happy about it. Now, I believe there's other, maybe like another version of this, but this is the OG one right here, the company tea machine, this green and white one. And as you can see, you'll passively collect 5 company tea while you play the game, and that will satisfy that daily challenge. Now, I realize not everyone's going to have a company tea machine or one of its variants, so we're going to have to craft some tea, okay? Let's go to a cooking station here real quick. And if we go all drinks, we go down here to simple blood leaf tea right here. Now I usually kind of go for this one because we can find blood leaves pretty readily in every region of the wasteland. So you learn simple blood leaf tea by picking up a blood leaf, and that's all there is to it. It's that simple. Plus you need boiled water and wood, all right? So again, blood leaves we can find in pretty much every region, usually in around waterways. One of my favorite spots to go is right between the Wayward and Flatwoods, right down in this little area right here. So let's go to the Wayward here. We'll start up here. Now we had this one here just the other day, so it's pretty much a repeat of what we did the other day. All right, so let's head out back here. Let's say you're a brand spanking new player to the game. You're thinking, hey, Jim, I don't have a simple bloodleaf tea available to me. All you do is you come here, for example, because you know you'll be lower level for or whatever. All you do is you harvest a bloodleaf like this, burp, and you learn simple bloodleaf tea just like that. It's that simple. Now you'll see 2 of them were added in the top left-hand corner of the screen. It's because I have a perk card, and that perk card is under perceptions called Green Thumb. You twice as much been harvesting for, so that's why I got 2 instead of 1. Okay, and that's a perk card. Doesn't matter what mutation you are. You definitely don't throw that one out. It is a good one to have. I thought that was blood leaves there, but just a bunch of leaves. All right, let's kind of go along here. So there's 4. So you see how it can be very useful having that perk card, especially on a server with other people. And that just saves you a little bit of time there as well, because all we really need is 3 bunches of them. There we go. There we go. So we have 6 blood leaves here. Let's go to a cooking station. Now, any cooking station will do. Just happens to be one right up here. Over here's a little camp here. Let's go to craft. Again, all drinks. Do the quick way here. Simple blood leaf tea. Again, simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up a blood leaf. Let's go ahead and craft those. Let's back out of here. And then you open up your Pip-Boy. You can go under item in the new, or you can go under food and drink. As you can see, simple blood leaf tea does have a condition bar on it. Let's go ahead and drink them. And again, it doesn't matter if you're a carnivore or herbivore or whatever mutation, this will count towards your daily weekly challenge. There we go, just like that. Nice. You saw Primal Cuts coming up there, but we're going to wait actually because I don't want to miss out on the Graham's meat cook. That's the one that we really want. This guy right here. All right, we can do a few more things while we are waiting around. We have a weapons workbench here, I believe. Yeah, we do right there. Perfect. Awesome. That works out pretty good. So let's take a look at this one here. Mod an energy weapon 5. So again, you've got to have an energy weapon, and then you got to have mods for it. So since you leave the vault as a brand new character, you'll be picking up weapons, you'll be scrapping them, and a pretty good chance, especially at the beginning, you'll be learning mods for those weapons. And the same thing with armor as well. And even if it's armor or weapons that you use day to day or not, your character will always know those mods for that weapon and armor, right? Now, this particular case is more specific. It wants an energy weapon, all right? So let's take a look at that real quick. Let's use this weapons workbench here, and we'll go craft just to kind of give you guys a couple examples. So if we go down here to energy guns, so weapons like this, for example. Now, the ones we're going to come across mostly in the wasteland is this laser pistol or rifle, and these are easily available from human enemies such as blood eagles and communists, as well as super mutants. All right, super mutants will have the pistol version or the rifle version. Okay. And the same thing with this plasma pistol. Sometimes the pistol or the rifle version, the Blood Eagles will have on them. So those are the 2 that we'll probably find more frequently in the wasteland that we can get from an enemy such as that, okay? There's the other examples there. Now again, you can get a bunch of them, you can scrap them, learn that mod, and then you go modify/repair under your weapons workbench. But for this daily, I usually recommend having a weapon or 2 in your stash box that you know a paint for, because when you change a paint, you're only using oil, and if you go default paint, you're not using anything at all. Okay, it's really up to you. So if we go to our atomic shop here real quick, and if we go down here to skins, go down here to the weapons section, and these are some paints that are available in this shop right now. Now, of course, it has to be an energy weapon, so just kind of keep that in mind. But I'll also show you, like if you're a returning player, what weapons you own a paint for. Okay, maybe you got from a previous scoreboard from back in the day, or you bought from a season pass using tickets recently, so FYI there. And again, if it's a weapon that you don't use day to day, like an energy weapon, maybe you just use ballistic weapons, just have it in your stash box. Just have it sitting there, and that way there you can, do these daily challenges really quick, as long as you have, the room for it, of course. So obviously this 50 cal machine gun I've been using is not an energy weapon, so let's go to our stash box here. We're going to use this bad boy right here, this laser rifle. Let's go ahead and pick him. Go to back to our weapons workbench. We're going to go modify/repair. We're going to slide over and again. And a lot of these, as you can see, the requirements just kind of keep going up depending on the level of your weapon, right? And that's why I usually recommend the paint. So if you just go down to the paint section, if you go to default appearance, it's not going to cost us anything. There's no requirements. So let's go to default appearance here. Do that 1 for 5. Back to Blue Ridge Paint. Back to default. Back to Blue Ridge Paint. Back to default. Done. Mod Energy Weapon 5 for 5. It's that easy. Let's put this Blue Ridge Paint on just because I like the look of it. It's that easy. It's pretty quick. Okay, let's go ahead and put that guy back before I forget or drop him by accident. There we go. Nice. I don't know if we have time for another one here. So let's just pop into Graham's Meat Cook. 'Cause again, we do have it right here. Stop doing that. With the event Graham's Meat Cook. So the first one we did was during the daily challenge video, and you can check that out if you so wish. Now, what I recommend to people is that this event goes very, very quickly, like 3 to 5 minutes once it starts, okay? Especially if there's a lot of people around. And I see a lot of people just kind of standing around, don't know what to do. But I do have a video I made about a year and a half ago, exactly what it is you need to do, as well as I go over the primal cuts as well. You can check out that video. It's all time-stamped. But what I recommend to people, just so you don't miss out on Graham's Meat Cook, is make your way up here to Vault 76. Let's go ahead and do that because there's no fast travel to Graham's Meat Cook, okay, until it pops up, okay? I recommend coming here early, okay? So once we're here at Vault 76, we're going to head this way a little bit to the west, more so to the west than the south. Okay, see the compass down below? So let's go ahead here. Again, if you're lower level, just be careful you don't kill yourself going down this mountain. You know you're heading the right way when you see this truck with a couch in the back, okay? And it's just right up over this little ridge here. And here it is right here. Nice. Now again, as I mentioned, it goes very fast. You can go up here, you can turn the spits if you so wish. You just walk up here and you just interact, you just turn the little spit there. Some people like to go AFK, and you'll see that a lot this week or two, and they'll be here and they'll be drumming these little drums here, okay? But if you're doing this during the event, it will count, okay? It will gain some traction on the little bar. In the top right hand corner of the screen, there'll be some things you have to clean up, like the little spoiled skeletons. You have to clean those up. You can add wood to the wood pile. There'll be fires that will kind of spur up once in a while, and all you do is you walk up to the fire and you put it out, okay? There'll be greens that you have to pick up. There'll be like real broadleaf greens. They'll be kind of scattered about, so you pick them up and you bring them right over here. You put them in this cooler. That's what those greens look like right there. There's going to be little animals such as opossums, squirrels, and rabbits. You can go around and kill them, and they'll be not intestines, critter chunks. But we have a little diamond, so you pick up the critter chunks, you put them in this cart right here, okay? Charlie the Moo Moo, he'll be kind of doo-dooing all over the place. You can clean up the doo-doo, and I believe you can feed Charlie. It's like a special recipe you learn only from this event, or if you find it in someone's vendor. So that's another option. And the primal meat that you get from primal cuts, you put it right here, but you need 5 of them, okay? You need 5 of them in order to do that. Now, I find a lot of the animals like to kind of hide out back here and right over here by the rocks. Right over here. Now, if you do have a camp that's here, and I have noticed that the last couple of weeks, a lot of people have their camps here. The game, while this event is going on, you cannot place a camp there, okay? And if you have a camp there already, don't get rid of it. Don't get rid of it. Just wait until, another 2 weeks or 3 weeks when the event is done. You'll be able to have your camp back, okay? But you're not allowed to put a camp there while this is in progress. I did that last year. Here are the little waste things that we have to pick up, and all you do is just walk up to it, and it says clean. You just clean it. That's all it is. It's that simple. It's quick. And you can actually talk to Graham and buy things from Graham, okay? And again, he is an NPC vendor, which I mentioned earlier. So I'm using a lunchbox, pretty cool. Now the cooldown time from when it starts is only like 2.5 minutes maybe, unlike, 6 or 7 minutes for other events here in the game. We're going to go over here. We're going to put our 5 prime meat on here. Get the prime meat from our daily challenge video, and it does have a spoil bar on it, like a condition bar. So it will spoil, alright, it'll turn into spoiled meat. So we're going to use those 5 and put it right on here as soon as that counter stops. You can hear someone on the drums over there. I don't know why people are using those. Like, it's good that they use them, but you can only stack 4 of them. So if you're in the area, it's quite something. There we go. So add our prime meat there. There we go. So we get some script out of it there, as you can see. And there's our bar. So here are the plants we have to pick up. So let's go ahead here. And we're gonna, now you do see how quickly that is to clean up. I tried to do this event by myself one time, and I was unsuccessful. Because that bar will decrease. Let's add 5 wood scraps. Let's put the greens in this cooler, just like that. Let's see if there's any enemies back here. One right there, so let's go ahead. So you just want to see the critter chunks, you just take the critter chunks there. As the diamond, you put the critter chunks in this snack cart. There you go, just like that. And you can see the little bar kind of increasing each time. And I see there's still a few people just kind of sitting around, not doing anything. And let's try to be as much explanation as I can for this event. Because if you're too slow, it'll happen too quickly. Especially on like the weekend, it'll be like just like bonkers. Like if you see it, you pop up, you come here, and depending how slow your internet is, you might miss it. Just saying, you know what I mean? There we go, done. Just like that. Just like that. It's that easy, that quick. People are just like, what? That done already? Yeah, it's done already. It's awesome. People just kind of, it's like, oh. Let's see what we get here. Now the weenie wagon, this is the only way to get, oh, there we go, baby. We got the weenie wagon. Yeah, all right, good stuff. So that weenie wagon, that will passively collect 12 canned dog food while you play the game, and that is the only way. You'll never see it in the atomic shop. You can only get it from completing this event, and that is pretty awesome. That's because we are doing a lot and that people are just kind of standing around, but that's pretty awesome. I'll probably sell that there, because I already have it obviously. But yeah, we also get some legendary modules. We get these meat cleavers. Let's drop these. No sense having that. We get a legendary item, rat scorpion steak, potato salad. Nice. Let's drop some. I don't know if we can drop these birthday suits or not. Yeah, we can. Okay, that's fine. Nice. Yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out in how to complete this event. Let's see what's next here, Jim. So there we go. It popped up 2 for 5. Nice. Let's go ahead and eat a vegetable 25. So if you have corn, razor grain, tato plants, or tato plants in your camp or one of your camps, definitely very useful. It'll save you a whole whack of time. All right. But it doesn't matter if you're a carnivore, you can still complete this daily challenge. Don't waste a reroll on it. We have Cobbleton Farm, Aaron Holt Homestead, all kinds of corn here at Silva Homestead, razor grain at Billings Homestead. If you spawn here at the Foundation, you walk up to Foundation, but you don't go through the walls there, the big door. You just take an immediate right. There's a little patch of corn and razor grain right there. Out behind the General Steakhouse, a pretty good spot. Around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, we have that red barn under the overpass. It's a pretty good spot there as well. All right, let's go to good old Silva Homestead and pick up some corn here. And again, I am a carnivore mutation, and I still do these daily challenges. Don't waste a reroll on it. It's so easy to do. And again, when you are harvesting crops such as corn and razor grain, there's a perk card that will help you out under perception called Green Thumb. We twice as much about harvesting flora. It's very useful when you're on a server with other people, because all you need is half the amount of crops. Okay. So again, we are going to be picking up 2 instead of 1. Watch the top left hand corner. As you can see, 2 are being added each time. And we're just going to eat these raw vegetables. That's all we're going to do. So we're just going to get our vegetables here first. This guy's dead. How many do we have here already, Jim? Oh my lord, a lot of stuff here, Jim. Wow. 428 corn. And how many did we need? 25. Perfect. Okay, so eat our vegetable. So let's go to our Pip Boys, go under stats and effects just to show you how I am a carnivore. Right there. Go back under item. Let's go ahead and eat our vegetables here. I'm gonna get some rats, but that's fine. I'm a ghoul. I'm happy with rats. Can't believe we got that weenie wagon the first day. Remember that when it first came out, like I think it was last fall in 2024, when the weenie wagon was brand new to the game. I think it was right up to the last day on the second week. I finally got that thing. Yeah. Yeah, and here we got it the very first day. Unbelievable. Huh. Well, I hope you guys get it, that's for sure. 'Cause usually I don't have that kind of luck. And you guys know that. Usually I like either don't get it at all or at very last minute. Maybe my luck is changing, who knows. Let's see what else we got here, Jim. Purple Ghoul's Leg, 18. So many great spots. We can find ghouls here and around the wasteland. Again, right close where we were at, we have the upper lower parking lot just west of Vault 76. We have the lower section of Clarksburg going over the Clarksburg Shooting Club. East Regional Penitentiary. Just walking around Morgantown streets or the monorail system, there'll be patches of 4 to 6 ghouls every block and a half or two. Right here, the level 50 DMV building, Charleston Capitol building, all kinds of them in there. Lewisburg. Any rounds around the White Springs Golf Club, White Springs and General Greens, pretty good spot there for ghouls, okay? And of course, Alpine River Cabins, only about 4 or 5 of them down there. Let's go to Vault 76 here. Again, free fast travel. Starter here. We're just not killing these ghouls. What are we doing to them, Jim? They're crippling their legs, 18. So you can go ahead and just free aim for their legs if you so wish. Eventually you will cripple them. If you do use VATS like myself, there's a perk card that will help you if I can hit the right button here. It'll be under perception, concentrated fire. Allows you to move your VATS from head, torso, arms, and legs. Now, if your perception is 5 or higher, this perk card is obsolete now. That's just fairly new. But if it's lower than 5, it's a card you will have. But I always like to kind of keep it equipped just so I can kind of show you quickly. Alright, so let's spray these guys' legs here. And of course, these guys are already dead. I was kind of figuring that, but you just never know. Somebody already took care of these guys just a few minutes ago. Alright, that's fine. Let's pop up here to good old Clarksburg. Someone has their camp up there already, but that's fine. And one guy, I guess. Okay. One guy was there. That way there doesn't feel left out. Alright. Oh, we do have some guys here. Nice. Nice, nice. Now, if you have the right weapon, you can actually go left leg, right leg kind of deal. And you can get possibly 2 cripples per enemy doing it that way. But again, depends on the weapon that you have. Not all weapons you'll be able to do that too. Some weapons have a splash effect to them, or some weapons just aren't good for crippling. It can make it definitely go a little bit faster, but for a weekly like this, doing left leg, right leg kind of deal with the concentrated fire, definitely worth it. Just saves you a whole whack of time. This guy gets off of there. There we go. Right, that's pretty much it for there. So let's go towards the shooting club now. Back in the day, I had a video. I actually had to unlist the video because it's not reliable anymore. But there used to be a lot of ghouls here, as well as a couple of rad roaches. There are some ghouls here today. Wow, that's doesn't happen very often. Oh, look at them all, nice. So I did actually have to unlist the video because it wasn't reliable enough, because too many people were like complaining about it, that they weren't finding ghouls here. Oh, we made her, good. You see him all crippled there. A little bit of free aiming action here too. There we go. As you saw, just kind of spraying at their legs a little bit there. Yeah, well, what looks like to be their leg anyway from here, and doing it that way. So a couple different ways you could do it, but if you use the VATS and concentrated fire method, you can get it done really quickly. Left leg, right leg, and if you have the right weapon. I find this weapon, this 50 cal, works pretty darn good. Most ballistic weapons work good. Plasma caster, plasma rifle, bow and arrow, crossbow, shotgun with the enforcer perk card under agility. Yeah, drill with a tanky build or a power armor on. But yeah, I'm glad that these guys were here. That hasn't happened in a very long time, so it can happen, just not 100% anymore. It's interesting. This game is so crazy sometimes, I find. Let's see what's next here, Jim. So I think we got one more here. Yeah, Cripple, Protectron, or Robobrain's arm, 18. Okay, so good stuff. Let's take a look at that here real quick. So we will have Protectrons up here in Clarksburg. Of course, the upper section of Clarksburg, as we were in the lower section with ghouls. But there's other robots there as well. Right over here in Arctos Pharma. If you spawn in the event like that, fertile soil, there'll be 3 Protectrons that show up for that, so that's pretty good. That person probably spawned that in. Right over here at the Charleston Fire Department, there's more Protectrons here. Some Protectrons down at the White Spring Mall. Now, if you're going after the Protectrons outside of the mall, that's a little bit different story. Everyone and their dog will come after you. But down in the mall, that Protectron, Assaultron that you're trying to destroy, it will turn aggressive. Just the one you're firing on, the other ones will still be passive, so just be aware of that. Some Protectrons and Robobrains in around Beckley and the Beckley Mine Exhibit. There are 4 Robobrains over here at the Hawksbill Weather Station. Of course, down here in Watoga, great spot down here. If you complete a mare for a day, everything will be passive. If you did not complete mare for a day, they'll all be aggressive, and some people like that. Nothing wrong with that. It's up to you. Robco Research Center, another good spot. Sugar Grove, so all kinds of great options there for some of these Protectrons and Robobrains. So seeing how we're up here in Clarksburg, let's go to the upper section here. And we'll take care of some Protectrons. Hopefully they're here. And what are we doing to them, Jim? We're just not killing them. I just kind of thought of it. Cripple the Protectron's arms, 18. Again, you can free aim for the Protectron's arms. If you use VATS like myself, there's a perk card that will help you out here under Perception. Not concentrated fire. Allows you to move your VATS run from head, torso, arms, and legs. And again, if your Perception is 5 or higher, this card is obsolete. But if it's lower, you will need the card. Okay. I just like to have it equipped just to kind of show people for these videos. Just a kind of quick and easy way for me to find it. Alright, let's go ahead here. I don't know if these guys will be here or not, but we're on a server with other people. Someone could have been here recently. It seems like someone has, because it's pretty darn quiet here. Yeah. Pretty darn quiet. That's fine. Let's go way down here. Hawksbill Weather Station. There's before Robobrains down here. We get there at some point, mind you. The same thing that we did with the ghouls, left arm, right arm kind of deal. That's what we're trying to shoot for here. How are we doing for ammo? Forgetting to check the ammo because this thing just loves the ammo. Oh, this place cleaned out too. Alright, so let's go for the left arm. Let's go right arm. So you see how I'm switching that over? So see how we got 2 cripples per 1 guy here. Oh, there he is right there. I was going to say, where is this guy at? Okay, let's go left arm again. Did the right arm already. Right, there's his other arm. Again, you can free game, but I find just going the VATS and concentrated fire way definitely makes it a lot quicker. We will get our AP back up. Left arm, Jim. Just got a right arm. As you can see how I'm switching that with concentrated fire. Of course, if your perception is higher, you don't really need that anymore, but still kind of showing you how to do it. Right, we have his little baby brother here. And they're hiding. Left arm. Now we can get them here. Nice. Robots are good for good stuff. Awesome. Alright, so those are the 4 that are here, so that's pretty cool. Let's pop over here. Oh, someone over there in Beckley already. That's fine. Let's pop down here. Oh, someone's down here as well. Let's pop in here to Robco Research Center. We'll go over here real quick. Again, this is a little bit higher level area. There is a sentry bot here as well in the parking lot, but we're trying to ignore him as much as possible. But we are getting 2 cripples per enemy here, so I think we'll be okay. And again, there will be other robots here as well. There's Protectron Guardian. Let's get him real quick. Left arm. Right arm. There we go. Arm here now. Left arm. Oh, we destroyed him 1 shot. That's what could happen too sometimes. You could, depending on the weapon, or if you have far-flung fireworks, it might just kill them that first shot, right? He's gonna blow. Let's go down here. Sometimes there are some Protectrons or Robobrains down here. Oh, good. Go. Nice. Did that guy for somebody else. Try to be courteous to the people. There we go. I think he almost killed me there. Didn't realize I wasn't even paying attention to my health bar. Yeah, it's what it is, I guess. Nice. I think we're done. We are, just like that. Again, we have all week to complete 5 Grahm meat cook, but again, very easy to do. Pretty awesome. I hope you guys get that weenie wagon. Alright, let's head back to our camp here and take a look at weapon of the day. So that's pretty good. We stayed at this. Oh, someone's wanted at our camp. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, that's what we want. And again, it could have been at somebody else's camp. Whatever. Alright, weapon of the day here. Let's take a look at that real quick. The final wear, plus 50% armor penetration, plus 25% weapon speed when reloading, gain plus 500 to all resistances. Now, there's only a couple mods available for the 50 cal machine gun. Just a standard receiver, heavy barrel presidential paint. Presidential paint looks pretty awesome on this weapon. 74 damage, 50 cal ammo. Automatic, and it is rapid fire, as you guys can tell. Probably one of the best 50 cals in the game. And of course, it is a heavy weapon, so be the heavy gunner build. But again, just remember these will be changing here in the next update, so just be aware of that. For what we're reserved right now, Master Heavy Gunner, Expert Heavy Gunner, all maxed out. We have Lock and Load's a good one. Bullet Shield. Down here, we have One Gun Army. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me, they stay the same. And as you can see, they're all maxed out. Person stealing from me? Are they gone? I think they're just going around other players' camps and stealing stuff. Whatever, man, whatever floats your boat. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demick, Confounded Bridge, Wave Warner, John, TJ59, Picker, Rescue, Trentno, Tony Watson, J Flow, Felix the Cat. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.